It's an old platform lift I have. It's powered by a little 4-cylinder Hercules engine. I've had it go up and down before, but couldn't get it to move on its own. It's got hydraulic motors to run its own wheels. But heck, even if I just take the wheels off and trailer mount it, it'd be a pretty handy thing to have. And I've used it a number of times. The old engine's a little noisy, and it's been sitting around for 4 or 5 years now, so I'm going to clean the carburetor on it and check things out. It's not coming out none too easy. It looks brass. Yeah. This thing's all military spec, so number one, these things aren't the easiest things to work on. Number two, they have some specialty stuff that makes it difficult. And dusty, but not in bad shape at all. Of course, even back when I had this running last, I used stable in the gasoline, so maybe that was a good thing. Huh. Take everything apart here after a bit. Just make sure the jets are all clear, all the orifices are clear. Go from there. A little bit dirty. I think I'll put that in the carburetor cleaner just to clean it up. What the heck? I've got it off. I do like is they had that flange set up on slots, so I could just lift that up off there. I've kind of forgotten about that. I have had this carburetor off in the past. Cleaned it when I first bought this thing. We supposedly have a rainstorm coming in tomorrow afternoon, so I'll just close this hood back down on this. Clean the carburetor. If I get it done today, I'll come back and do it. If not, I'll do it a different day. This is designed to raise up about 15 feet. This ladder is designed to allow you access while the platform is fully raised. And it's got about a 2,000 pound capacity. The tires have been on here. I think they're original. They're not weather checked and cracked like the tires we get these days. So this has pull-outs. You can pull these out about 4 feet and extend your deck out. Big deck on there. It's designed for maintaining aircraft. Has a tow bar on it. A little valve down there. You open that up and this tow bar will steer it. And if you get your wheels straight and then close that valve, theoretically, the wheels will stay straight. At that point, the internal steering mechanism, which is on all the controls on this thing, will steer it hydraulically. There again, I haven't gotten that part of it to work. It has a lot of electronics on it. I'm sure that some of the modules are bad. I put a different fuel tank on it. Got to look in here. Remember this coming down onto the fuel tank right there. My engineering must have been just a little bit flawed when I did that. I put this little toolbox on there and then mounted the fuel tank up there. This old engine has a weak fuel pump. It does work, but it's weak. The starter was giving me trouble. I've got it off right now. And I'm going to clean it up, see if I can get it to work better. It's all 24 volt system, which is kind of a pain. But it takes 2 batteries, connect them up in series. Has the outriggers, and the outriggers I did get to work. This one over here wouldn't stay up on its own. Apparently it's leaking by the packing and the ram. But if I trailer mount this, I'm not going to need the outriggers or the tires. I'll just pull the axles and tires, everything off that we don't need, and then just mount it on a trailer. I've got heavy duty enough forklifts to pick this on and off. Weighs about, the way it is right now, it weighs about 4,000 pounds. Pretty handy thing if you need to get up in the air a little ways. You know, it's not a high lift for anything, but trimming trees, I've trimmed trees with this. It worked really well. And in fact, that's why I'm getting it running. My daughter's house has a couple trees that are dead or dying that need to be trimmed. And I'm going to set the scaffolding up on top of that deck, tie it down, and with the 15-foot lift and the scaffolding on top of a 30-inch high trailer, I should have the reach I need to trim those trees and do it safely. Or as safe as I can do it, that is. Reassembled this little carburetor for the most part. The O-ring, which it must have blew away. The O-ring, oh there it is, right there. It goes on This rod here is totally rotten. It was hard, just breaks. So I had to dig out an O-ring set, find the right size to put on here. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then basically complete and go back. The bolt can go back on, and then it can go back on the machine. Just trying to figure out approximately what size this O-ring was. Before I broke it. Could be pretty close. Close enough for government work, as they say. A little bit of lubricant on that O-ring to make it slip down in there. What I usually do is use a silicone spray, but I took the silicone spray out of this truck a week or so ago. I don't know what I did with it. Well, theoretically, that's all back together. Until I find something else I didn't do right. Whoever engineered this should be real proud. Put this bolt down here next to this magneto, where you have to fight this bolt to get it in. At least they didn't put a nut on the back side of it, they just threaded in. Some kind of an automatic choke feature. Okay, those are the two screws in that air filter. Okay, that is back together. Don't act like it's loose. What we got here? Look at there.
Look at wire.
We're sure it's junk. Let's see if I can get this in the camera just right. She's cooked.